Did Funko actually cancel this pop, or are they just making that up? What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and today is a brand new edition of This Week in Collectible News. Hopefully this time around I actually updated the logo. If you end up enjoying this type of content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, but nonetheless, let's talk about some collectible news this week. With the first one being that Funmaker Inc. will be hosting an event on May 24th alongside Gabriel Iglesias. So I had actually brought up, I believe, last week on the channel that Gabriel Iglesias will be the voice of one of the Rocky Moto characters. And now I believe at this event that Funmaker Inc. is doing, that you'll be able to get the figure and get it autographed by Fluffy himself when you go there. Funko has updated their blog post and added that the $14.99 MSRP for a 4-inch pop is starting in July, a $3 increase. Yeah, this isn't really much news because even before the whole tariff situation, Funko was already going to be doing this price increase. U2s have announced a figure of Pennywise from It Chapter 1. And this is actually pretty cool. I don't remember if they've ever actually done a Pennywise figure previously. Target have announced their own exclusive pop of Stitch with headphones, which is considered a Supreme pop limited to 9,500 pieces. Yep, still milking out the Stitch pops, and not gonna lie, these Supreme pops are not really gonna sell. A bunch of layoffs have happened for Super 7. Not really surprising, Funko just did a huge set of layoffs, and of course other toy companies are doing massive layoffs due to the whole tariff situation. Lego have announced a Krusty Burger set for The Simpsons. I cannot express enough how crazy Lego has been dropping some awesome sets as of late. We talked about the Luxo Jr. set from Pixar, the Spider-Man 2 train scene. Now we got The Simpsons with the Krusty Burger. This thing is awesome. It's got multiple figures like Bart, Homer, Lisa. I see Krusty the Clown himself and Sideshow Bob. This thing looks absolutely amazing. We got ourselves some new pops for Terrifier and Black Phone. The pop for Terrifier is absolutely amazing with, of course, I believe it is the head that is supposed to be a candy bowl. And although I did enjoy the Black Phone movie thoroughly, I feel that at this point there are definitely too many pops for this set. We got ourselves pops for Street Sharks, Castlevania, and Freddie Mercury. The Street Shark pops are pretty cool because there was the one and only Street Sharks pop for a little bit, and people were wondering if there were going to be more made, and now we do have them, which go hand in hand with that one and only Street Sharks pop. Funko announced a wave of Saw pops, and this is really cool, especially for those that couldn't obtain the OG Billy that's right around maybe $500 at this point. Now you can get one of the new ones, especially the one on the tricycle that is a Pop Plus, I believe that's an Amazon exclusive. Funko announced a set of pops for the anime Solo Leveling. Now, I've never heard this before, but I'm sure a lot of people are excited because anime is a huge thing when it comes to Funko. We got ourselves a set of Artist Series Godzilla pops. I cannot believe that I'm actually saying this, but the fact that we have ourselves not only Godzilla pops, but these are Artist Series, these are actually pretty solid for Artist Series pops. And I never thought in my life that I would say the word solid and Artist Series in the same sentence. Funko had announced a set of pops for the WNBA, including a mascot of Doppler. The teaser was released last week that these were happening, and now we have the official glam shots, plus the set is actually a part of its own set being Pop WNBA. So I guess this is pretty cool, but how many people are really gonna buy WNBA pops compared to even NBA pops? We got ourselves a new pop comic covers of Wolverine. Not gonna lie, I didn't even recognize that this was a new one because this looks almost the same as any other Wolverine pop comic covers that they've done the other 15 times that they've probably done a Wolverine pop comic covers. Funko Hollywood will be hosting a Kim Possible signing on May 24th. Now this is actually pretty sweet, especially because you do have the voice actors and actresses signing their respective characters. Lego have announced a shuttle carrier aircraft set In addition to this, if you purchase $150 or more on the Lego shop, you do get a free baby astronaut Lego set to go along with it. Now, I'm going to assume for some reason that maybe this set is $150 and that's why that's being announced at the same time. But nonetheless, this actually is a pretty cool set. And once again, this goes along with how amazing Lego has been killing it with their sets nowadays. Funko will be dropping an exclusive My Melody this upcoming Monday. Not really in my realm, so I don't really care too much about this. It's all pink, so We got 2 One Piece pops announced with a 10-inch Monkey D. Luffy and then a Luffy 5-gear with Red Eyes Pop and Tea bundle. Now, we knew about the 10-inch pop because it was shown off, I believe, at New York Toy Fair a couple of months ago, and the Pop and Tea bundle has been in the rumor mill for quite a bit now, but I don't know, is it just me or the eyes don't look too red? They look more magenta to me, or more pinkish or purple. It doesn't really look like red eyes to me. Funko have announced a pop of Kimi Antonelli for the Formula 1 set. I don't know if I said that correctly, but I guess this is pretty cool since they have been doing a new set of Formula 1 pops as of late. Funko has updated their apps and added new features. Update the app to see changes. Yeah, honestly, I deleted the Funko app the moment that they added eBay as a part of it because of the fact that I remember I was actually running a table at a toy show, which, speaking of that, I did just do a Funko Pop on at a toy show where I ran my own table, and you can also see me be featured in the Top Pops version of that video also, that I remember I had all my prices set, and then someone tried offering me like a way lower amount of money for a pop, and they're like, oh, but that's what the app says. And it's because what they do with eBay is that eBay kind of calculates the sales from fake pops, which at one point, if you had, and I actually am going to use this as an example because I talked about it, Billy from Saw, which is like a $500 pop, when this app launched, that pop it showed on the app was for $50. That's why most people nowadays use HobbyDB, because that's more accurate than the eBay sales. So yeah, I don't see myself ever re-downloading the Funko app unless it's for some sort of contest, maybe, I guess. Box Lunch have announced an exclusive soft color Squirtle. I don't like the Charmander, I don't like the Bulbasaur. What makes you think I'm just gonna randomly say, oh, this is absolutely amazing? No, it's trash. Funko have announced a set of pops for the MCU Fantastic Four. And this is a pretty decent set. Some people are complaining because they're saying, oh, this is spoilers, even though there's a huge group of people that are saying this isn't spoiler because it's already shown off in the newly released trailer. Hot Topic had announced their own exclusive Diamond Collection Aurora. A new song called Funko Poppin' has released. So an Instagram user had created their own Funko Pop related rap song, and I listened to a little bit of a clip, but then the full song released on platforms like Apple Music and Spotify, and after listening to the whole song, or what it seems like the whole song, even though I am known for hating on rap music and I'd rather listen to rock, this song, as the kids today would say, slaps. The person who made this song did a great job with this, and I wouldn't be surprised if Funko decided to use it without their permission, even though I think they actually sent the song in for Funko to possibly use. And before the usual top 5 list, I'm going to be talking about Funko posting, hey fanatics, it's true that these tariff changes can be a bit of a horror show. You may have seen that unfortunately orders for the Pop Art vs. Sienna have been canceled for now, but don't worry, this story isn't over yet. We're actively working with our retail partners to bring it back from the dead, and we'll share updates as soon as we can. I'm just going to say it straightforward. I think this is a big pile of bull. And I think the reason that this is being canceled is not because of the tariffs, but I think the reason this is being canceled is the fact that Amazon had this listed for $14, the same price as what Common Pops will be selling for soon. And I think what ended up happening is that after this had happened, Funko had contacted Amazon to cancel all of the orders that were made for $14.99 or whatever the super low price for a pop that normally would be $40 USD. And then when they say that, oh, it's back from the dead, you will have to buy it for the regular, what likely will be $40 USD price. So yeah, saying that tariffs is the reason this canceled is a bunch of baloney. And today I wanted to give a shout out to Sentinel 107. And the reason I'm giving them a shout out is because they signed up for our YouTube channel membership, which only cost $1.99 a month. Which not only do you get a shout out on every single video, but you also get a bunch of other perks like using custom emojis in the comments, and more importantly, early access to every videos and shorts that we do on this channel. So definitely consider joining our YouTube channel membership. It'll be greatly appreciated and will help out this channel tremendously, especially because of how expensive these videos can be to do for you guys. So definitely consider, but nonetheless, let's continue on with this video. All right, so kicking off the usual top 5 list at number 5, we got ourselves the Baby Astronaut Lego set. Coming in at number 4 on my list is the Fantastic Four set of Pops. This is really cool. I'm thoroughly excited for this movie when it releases, and I can't wait to see what these Pops look like in person. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the Art the Clown with Candy Bowl. A lot of the Terrifier Pops are absolutely fire, and this is no different with the amount of detail put into this. Coming in at number 2 on my list is the Billy on Tricycle Pop Plus. Now, even though I could have put the set as number 2, considering that normally for these top 5 lists, I do sets now for one spot, but I feel like the Pop Plus on the tricycle is the standout, and coming in at number 1 on my list is the Krusty Burger Lego set. I think this is actually the second or third week in a row that Lego has taken the number 1 spot, and it's not surprising because they are freaking killing it.